Just a quick reminder that amidst your amazing endeavor of learning Snowflake and mastering it, and also getting ready for your certification, know that on Love the Course, our course on Snowflake has all the materials that you're going to see in terms of videos, source code, and hundreds of certifications exam preparing you for the COF, CO2. Best of luck. As we continue our journey into Snowflake, we're going to talk about schemas in this segment. A schema is a grouping of database objects like tables, views, and so on. Each schema belongs to a single database. So a database.schema is what we call the namespace in Snowflake. While performing any operation, the namespace, which is database.schema, is required to provide either directly in query or setting up its Snowflake's user interface. So let's go ahead and move into working with schema using Snowflake's user interface. Creating a schema. To create a schema, let's log in into Snowflake account using our URL. Then we're going to click the icon present in the top ribbon. This will navigate us to the database view screen. Then we're going to click name, where you can create a name schema as shown. After clicking the database name, it will navigate us to the database properties page, where we can see the tables and views and schemas created inside the database. So now we're going to click the schemas icon, which by default, table is selected. As we can see from the prior step, this will display the list of schemas already created for our selected database. So now we click the create icon above the list of schemas to create a new schema. After clicking the create icon, we will be able to see the create schema dialog box. So here's where we enter the schema name and then click the finish button. As we can see, a new schema will be created and available with the list of other schemas. So now we're going to look at how we could edit, modify, and alter schemas. Snowflake provides the facility to modify or alter the schema names. Simply, we're going to start by clicking the database icon, which is present on the top ribbon. This will display the database's page details. Now we're going to click the name of a database. It will navigate to the database properties view page. We're going to click schemas to see the list of available schemas. Select a schema to alter its name and click the alter icon, as we can see in this. This will pop up the alter schema dialog box, and we can simply modify the name and then click the finish button. This is going to help us display the updated schema name. So let's see how we can view schemas. Schemas are present inside the database. To view schemas, we must navigate to database. Let's see how we can use the interface to view the schemas. First, we're going to click on databases icon, which is present on the top ribbon. It will display the view panel of the database where all created databases are present. We're going to select the database and then click its name to view the schemas under that database. Then we're going to click schemas, which is present just above the list of schemas. It will display all the available schemas. Once the database is created, it will generate two schemas by default. Number one, information schema. Number two, public. Remember that the information schema contains all the metadata of a database. Now we're going to use the create button to create a new schema under the same database. Remember that a user can create any number of schemas. Then we're going to use the clone button to create another copy of the existing schema to perform this operation. Select the schema and click the clone icon. As we can see, this will pop up the clone schema dialog box. Here's where we're going to enter the name of the new schema and then click the finish button. Now in the view panel, we can see the cloned schema. We can delete a schema as well by selecting a schema and clicking the drop icon. It pops up a dialog box for confirmation. We click yes for deletion, otherwise click no. Now let's look at the SQL interface in Snowflake so we can execute SQL commands to create, modify, and delete or drop our schemas. To create a schema, the command in SQL is create schema database name dot schema name. To alter or modify our schema, the command is alter schema database dot schema name, and then rename to, and then we will enter the database and the new name that we'd like for our schema, if that's the change we're doing. To view schemas, we'll type in show schemas. To clone a schema, then we would put create schema database dot the original schema name, and then clone database dot the name that we're renaming it to. To delete a schema, simply type in drop schema and then database dot schema name. Just a quick reminder that amidst your amazing endeavor of learning Snowflake and mastering it, and also getting ready for your certification, know that on Love the Course, our course on Snowflake has all the materials that you're going to see in terms of videos, source code, and hundreds of certifications exam preparing you for the COF, CO2. Best of luck.